Farlight 84 Update 2.5 has arrived, and today I am gonna rank every single hero that are in the game. So this is my personal ranking, so what you prioritize might be different from mine. So there are 16 heroes in Farlight 84, and I am gonna rank all these heroes in 5 tiers. So the first hero in D tier is MKR. So basically MKR is an attack hero, but he lacks every ability that an attack hero needs. MKR is fun to use, but with the current game mechanics of Farlight 84, MKR fundamental flaws are still there. MKR does not bring most of the team outside of its ultimate, which just help teammates to cover distance fast. His ultimate flight launches players in the sky, and he and his teammates get to re-enter the map by selecting more ideal destination, and upon its landing it also gives enemies location. But if you are looking for a fragging hero or a playmaker, then he's not that useful, and most experienced players don't use MKR because of its flaws, and he needs to be buffed as soon as possible. So the second hero in the D tier is the forgotten girl, that is Gianna, the only and the most decorated medic in the whole game. Gianna is an absolute game changer when it comes to reviving teammates. When it matters the most, she can revive, heal, and support teammates. But she lacks the ability that a hero needs in fights. That's why she is in D tier. And if you want to be a team medic and don't want to directly engage in fights, then Gianna is the best for you, and you can make Gianna your main. So we got to heroes in the C tier of fine. These characters I think are just fine, but may need a buff. Yang is the first hero in C tier. Yang has great scouting skills, and his tactical skills can offer slightly blindness for your enemies, which gives you an upper advantage over your enemy, making it easier for you to kill them. His ultimate Divulge sends a device in air, scouting the enemies in its radius. In this new update, the scanning area has been increased, making it more effective. Yang is a great hero when it comes to teamwork, but if you are looking for a solo versus squad hero, that Yang is not the one. But if you want to main a scout hero, then Yang is the best for you guys. But what I think is that Yang needs a buff, especially in his tactical skills, because he is not that powerful when it comes to close fights, and he needs a skill that can at least do some kind of damage to the enemies. So the second hero in the C tier is nearly everyone's favorite. And I know many of you guys will disagree that why I have put that hero in the C tier, and that hero is none other than Maggie. Maggie was one of the most overpowered hero of Farlight 84, but due to the recent changes made in Farlight, Maggie is not that effective as she was. Because of Jetpack's removal, Maggie has lost her aura, and now his Jetpack's ability is limited. You can only use forward and upward thrust once or twice, and then will have to wait for 20 seconds to use Jetpack's thrust again. And in that meantime, it is very easy for the enemy to kill you, because at that time you cannot do anything other than using Jet Slide. Her ultimate decreases the time of its Jetpack's ability. Maggie is a great hero, but with the current game mechanics, she is not that useful in fights. Her tactical skills gives you a speed boost when you are pushing teams, but it's not going to be as noticeable as other heroes. Overall, if you want to take a lot of fights, then Maggie is a solid pick. I just think that she does not provide that much of a benefit to your team, and she is not that useful from a team perspective. In B tier, we begin with Cypher herself. Her tactical and ultimate both are great. Her ultimate damages the enemy's shield, helping you to kill your enemies easily. Cypher was one of the most used hero by the old players, but due to the changes made in game mechanics, nearly everyone is forgetting about her. Her tactical coordinate shift can teleport you from one location to another, helping you guys to change positions instantly, which will confuse your enemies, and you can surprise them from different locations. She can also scan enemies near her, helping you to also scout the enemies near you. Overall, she is a good hero and can be used in many scenarios. There's not a lot to say about our next legend, and it's Captain. Captain, also known as Mr. Reliable, is a great defensive hero. With his tactical barrier deployment, he can temporarily keep attacks at bay, creating a precious breathing space for himself and his teammates. While Captain Barrier offer him formidable defense, his ultimate skill, Aqua Blast, suppresses his enemies, making them succumb to his power. The closer the enemies, the greater will be the damage, and it also slows down the enemy, so the easier it will be to kill the enemy. Night Watch is similar to Captain defensively. The recent changes made to Night Watch made him very useful. His tactical skill places a turret which deals damage, making him a great hero. His ultimate enhances his turret which freezes and deal damage, making it an ultimate combo. After his abilities were changed, many players were using Night Watch, as it is easy to use and a great hero to choose. In this new update, you can now travel with its device, making it easier to cover distances quickly. The only reason Watchman is in B tier is because he feels very slow to use, and when you are rushed by multiple enemies, then it becomes very difficult to escape from that situation. But overall, Night Watch is a great hero which helps your teammates in difficult situations. The hero who has slipped quite a bit from the previous season is going to be Freddy. When he first came out, I think he was a great pick, but with the ever-evolving meta, I think Freddy is just not needed. Yes, his skills are good, but there are still some delays in them. His ultimate creates a new clone of it, leaving original Freddy behind. It also increases your movement speed, making you more faster than your enemies. This skill makes him one of the overpowered skill in the game. His tactical digital blockade is used to freeze the players. He releases a data core in the direction of his crosshair. When an enemy steps in its range, they are unable to leave the area, thus making it easy for you to kill enemies. I think Freddy is still a great pick, but just not as useful or needed in teamwork. Next up we have Sunil. Sunil is pretty fair all-round legend for controlling areas and boosting speed. His tactical skill Springboard deploys a springboard which launches the user in air, helping him to escape from difficult situations and covering the distance faster. His ultimate is the best, where he boosts himself and his teammates, resulting in faster movement. And his ultimate also increases the damage upon its usage, making it a deadly ultimate. After combining his ultimate with Jet Slide, you will clearly see a great increase in your movement, and Sunil and his teammates can kill the enemies more easily. Overall, Sunil is a great support hero which supports his teammates in difficult situations, but I think he needs a good tactical skill in order to fit with the current game mechanics. So that was it from the B tier, and before going to a tier, if you guys have any problem or have any questions related to Farlight 84, so do let me know in the comments section, and I will try my best to help you guys in every difficulty you guys are facing. The amazing heroes are blocked up in a tier, and there are a lot of them, showing the viability of many of Farlight 84 characters. A hero who has seen a little of resurgence over the past few months is Phantom, and I think it is for a very good reason. Phantom is simple, effective, and useful whether it's pubs or ranked. Phantom tactical skills are great. You can use first tactical skill to scout enemies near you, and her second tactical skill set a trap for the enemies, giving a good amount of damage on enemies. Phantom is a great clutch hero where you guys can use her in solo versus squad too. She is a very versatile hero and can work as both attack and support hero. She is a great hero for teamwork and can add a significant advantage to her teammates. Her ultimate Stealth is a great skill to move in silence and for surprising your enemies. Due to all these skills, Phantom is a tier hero, and she is an amazing hero who I think is probably one of the best choices you can make if you are new to Farlight or you are looking to be helpful to the team, but maybe you can't shoot your weapon as great as others. In a very similar avenue as Phantom, we also have Momoy. Momoy has kind of flown under the radar for the past few months, but I think she continues to be a really solid pick for people who wants to support teammates. Her first tactical skill provides a 3-sided shield. Each side has its own durability. It's a very great skill to have some kind of cover while in the open where there is no cover. Momoy's second tactical skill allows her to move in her dinosaur, helping her to escape from different situations. A great skill to run away from multiple enemies. You can also cancel it anytime you want, surprising your enemies from behind. You can also carry your teammates inside it and can help them to also escape from enemies' trap. Her ultimate dinosaur deals damage and slows down enemies within range, giving you an upper advantage over your enemies. A hero who I believe is getting to see a ton more viability this season is Bo, and I think is for a good reason.
Tactical skill 1 now comes with 2 default charges. After upgrading the skill twice, you unlock additional effect. If Bo is caught in explosion, he himself gains damage reduction. But if the enemy gets hit, they will suffer bonus damage. Tactical skill 2 gives an extra ability after 2 upgrades. When the grenade lands, it explodes and stuns. leaving behind some sub-grenades that will detonate again at the short delay, causing more stuns. Ultimate skill now has a passive effect. Yes, passive. Upon using any skill, Bo's next skill gets a boost.
His ultimate is overpowered where you can select area and can deal a great damage to enemies. Bo's partner in crime is Ember. Ember is a great support and defensive hero. His first tactical is a smoke bomb, which is a great skill if your teammates are down. A good way to revive your teammates. His second tactical skill help Ember to become a ghost, helping him to get out of difficult situations without getting any type of damage. Ember's ultimate is the best defensive skill, releasing a big smoke cloud which blinds the enemies in it, and he can also detect enemies in the area of its smoke cloud. Only Ember can see through those clouds, making him the ghost of Farlight 84. Insane, and some of the best heroes in the game are those in S tier. You honestly cannot go wrong with any of these legends. Our first is going to be Machel. Machel has been one of the best heroes since a very long time. Her team support through her tactical skills is great. She can be used as defensive hero, supporting hero, and attacking hero, making her a S-tier hero. Her tactical is a great skill to deal damage to your enemies and making it easy for you to kill them. She is very supportive in team fights, especially when you are caught in open having no cover. At that time, you can use Machel ultimate to build a tower, helping her and her teammates to get some kind of cover. Due to all these abilities and skills, Machel have make her way into the S tier. The second hero in S tier is Lucinda. Lucinda is probably the best hero of Farlight 84. She is the hero you need in teamwork. She is the hero you need in solo versus squad. She is the hero you need in attack, and she is the hero you need in support. Basically, she is everywhere. That's why she is the best hero in Farlight 84.
First tactical skill, Portable Incendiary Bomb, can be stored twice by default now, and provides healing effects through leveling up. Lucinda will benefit from the healing as long as she's within the range. This means she can adopt more risky strategies in combats now. But note that this effect won't apply when she's taking damage.
In this update, Lucinda is also getting a new tactical skill called Stellar Serenade.
Upon activation, she leaps into the air. If she casts other skills during this time, she briefly hovers as the gravitational field around her shifts. Once these skills are cast, gravity will return to normal and Lucinda descends as usual. Using this skill, Lucinda can quickly ascend to high platforms or buildings and better connect with other skills.
This place is here. Feel the gravity.
Her ult, Absolute Gravity, will also get some updates. Now, only after leveling up does her ult deal initial and continuous damage, and its wind-up time is also increased, so that players have more time to evade and respond. We also boosted the HP of her ult, making it more resilient. However, to maintain balance, the force of gravity is slightly reduced. All in all, you will find that Lucinda has the ability now to leverage and take more risky moves.
Her abilities and skills are so powerful that she is the most powerful hero in the game. Be sure to let me know that which heroes are the best this season. A like is greatly appreciated if you enjoyed, and be sure to subscribe the channel if you haven't.